This is Wild About Utah.
I arrived in Logan, Utah for winter quarter in 1994, after history professor Ross Peterson recruited my three sisters and I to Utah State University, despite the fact that our dad was a University of Utah professor and dean. I was the final piece of Ross's coup, and he flashed a satiating grin when I first visited him on campus. Before entering Ross's office, I stopped to stare at a promotional poster for the Mountain West Center for Regional Studies featuring, I later learned, Mike DeBlewis wearing a brim hat silhouetted against the Grand Teton in Wyoming. The photograph was taken by USU history professor Mick Nichols. The caption read, "A sense of where you are." This is how I first became acquainted with the concept of sense of place, and the idea that the wild places I valued, the wild places that were part of who I was and who I am today, had value on a larger scale. As a College of Natural Resources student, I enrolled in watershed science with Jack Schmidt and Wilderness in America with Mark Brunson. Later, I took snow dynamics from Mike Jenkins and environmental education with Barbara Middleton. I was delighted that I could take college courses on rivers, on wilderness, on the science of avalanches, and on outdoor education. Though I later changed majors, those CNR courses provided connections to places and to knowledge that I've drawn upon throughout my teaching career. The next year, I enrolled in English professor Tom Lyons' course, American Nature Writers. Tom was a lean man with a long, easy stride you could pick out from across the quad on campus. I still have the books we read for his class: American Women Afield, A Sand County Almanac, Refuge, My First Summer in the Sierra, and others. Tom took us to Logan Canyon to witness the endemic McGuire primrose in bloom. We talked in class about the books we read. Then we ventured out to the West Desert to backpack and write. Walden was written with a pen, Tom emphasized before reading a passage aloud to us. "Oh, the evening robin at the end of a New England summer day. If I could ever find the twig he sits upon." I mean the twig. Tom's emphasis on the twig inspired fellow classmate Tim Wagner to make T-shirts inscribed with the phrase. Tom was a key figure in establishing the Department of English's literary journal, The Petroglyph, which showcased nature writing from 1989 until 2001. In the 1990s, Tom's efforts were crucial in preventing much of Highway 89 in Logan Canyon from becoming 4 lanes. Tom's sense of place was contagious. Several colleagues in that course pursued writing careers. I transferred to elementary education my second year at USU because I believed the most important life work I could undertake was to connect the next generation of humans to wild places. I didn't want to grow old in a world with people who had no understanding of or connection to the land that sustains us. I didn't want to grow old in a world without advocates for conservation. Here's what I know. Getting outside to interact with the natural world matters. Spending time outdoors boosts our physical, mental, and spiritual health. We form connections with those we share our wild journeys with, and we develop a sense of where we are. I am Eric Newell, and I am wild about Utah.